Ready. Ready.
Here we go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check. 8.
Newton now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
20. Watch the 8.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Sherrills. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
That's it. 180. 54. Get that ball, Dean. Get that ball.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Newton throwing complete to Samuel. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up
Recon, 132 fighter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
after 7. Vikings nothing.
March by 4. Let's go, team. Big shit. Step it up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Right. 2. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. 2. Spy.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Kill it, motion me out. Check 15.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Let's go.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 62 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Sherrills to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Diggs has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a run with Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here I come again.
Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster. And now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Let's get it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Slam. 8.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check.
Gun.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tighten up.
Check. 8. Short. 40's the mark.
Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing is Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Check. Watch 54. Rabbit.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Watch 5-4. I'm coming.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On the carry, it's Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this, man.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Check. Watch 54. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Now Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, let's go.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.